Mr. Secretary, thank you. Thank you for testifying before this committee. It's the first time in front of our committee since you were sworn in to confirmed as the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. And I thank you for your acceptance of my invitation and your willingness and the ease with which you agreed to come before the committee at the appropriate time. While the VA is operated by many hardworking and caring staff members, many of whom are veterans themselves, the bureaucracy of the VA has hampered some of the department's successes. The current way of doing business at the VA is not always working for every veteran or military family. I hear from Kansans, as I assume we do as members of Congress. We talk to Kansas veterans regularly. We talk to their loved ones, as well as Kansans who work for the VA in the medical facilities, the regional offices, the veteran cemeteries, about the challenges that they are facing. I look forward today to hosting you in Kansas and sometime in the near future where we will visit those veterans and those VA employees. This committee has worked to improve the VA, to improve its services for millions of men and women around the country who rely upon the health care benefits and services that the VA provides. Most of the time, we've done that in a bipartisan way, and we've made progress. The Mission Act made the VA care more accessible and enabled veterans, particularly those in rural areas, to receive care closer to home. The Mission Act improved what we started out as the Choice Act. The PACT Act expanded health care and benefits to millions of veterans who were exposed to burn pits and other toxins during their military service. Yet, as we always say in this committee, more work remains to make this agency, this department, the second largest bureaucracy in the federal government, perform to the levels that veterans, their families, and VA staff members deserve. I believe that we share many of the same priorities, Mr. Secretary, including eliminating waste and reforming the VA to better serve nation's veterans. During the last 3 months, there have been announcements about significant changes across the department, including employee terminations, contract cancellations, and plans for large-scale reductions in force that could see the VA return to the top-line workforce numbers in place 6 years ago. That has caused understandable concern among veterans and VA staff, as well as many of us here on the dais. Mr. Secretary, I look forward to you addressing those concerns this morning. I think how this process is completed or how this process occurs is hugely important. And I have told you on the phone that it ought not be a set number that you're trying to reach. It ought to be about right-sizing the Department of Veterans Affairs. The department is at a critical juncture. Perhaps that's always true. And I want to hear from you that the changes underway at the VA are backed by data, informed by veteran demand, focused on improving outcomes for men and women that the VA serves, and will be carried out in close coordination with this committee, as well as with veterans, VA staff, and veteran organizations. As the VA undergoes restructuring, the department must be well-staffed by a quality, accountable workforce, and any efforts to right-size the workforce must be done carefully in a manner that treats men and women who entered public service to care for veterans with gratitude and respect. I believe that we can work together to achieve lasting and positive changes at the VA that best serves our veterans, staff members, and survivors, done in a way that is the right way to do it. Mr. Secretary, I indicated that in one of our last conversations that if you are right-sizing the Department of Veterans Affairs, whether the numbers go higher or lower, that's not the issue. The issue is about the right size for taking care of those who served our country. I thank you for being here this morning, as I said earlier, and with that I yield to the ranking member, Senator Blumenthal, for his opening remarks.